Hello YouTube family, it's been a while, but we are here today. I could go and make a bunch of excuses as to why I haven't posted in a while, but we're just gonna skip over that. Basically, life happens, and I was lazy. We'll just leave it at that. And uninspired, but you know what? We're here now, we're here today, and it's fine. Yes, hi, if you are new here, my name is Charlotte. I post fitness related content over on Instagram, and now my dogs are getting sad. They just whine sometimes when I'm talking, but I'm not talking to them, and I think it's hilarious. Whenever I'm on client phone calls, or I took a French class and I had to video chat with my professors sometimes, and they would always come and start whining whenever I start talking to the computer. It's so funny. But today's video, hello, hi, yes, I am Charlotte, obviously. Today's video, we're just doing a little bit of a life update. I'm kind of just gonna run you guys through what's been going on the last couple months, what's new, what's not new, what's kind of happening at the end as the year is ending and next year is beginning. I love at the beginning of the year, not really for New Year's celebrations, but I just love New Year's Day, sitting down and setting goals. It's something my mom and I have done every year basically since I was a kid, and now that I'm not with her on New Year's Day, it's something that I've continued to do on my own, and it's just a huge, I love doing it. But anyway, we're just gonna start back in September. So in August, I interviewed at a gym in Columbus where I was looking to start my personal training business, and it went great and I loved it. And so I started there on September 1st, just going after my personal training goals. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been really humbling. I've learned a lot, and it's been, I don't know, it's honestly just been really fun. Mostly getting the chance to learn so much about myself. Working with my clients one-on-one has been such a fun experience, and I've loved getting to know all of them. And it's just been a really cool experience. Now, it has been also really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard. And as much as I want to say it's been all sunshine and rainbows, it has not. There's been a lot of days where I'm this seems like a mistake. I feel like this shouldn't be this hard. Why am I struggling so much? And just really full of a lot of self-doubt and a lot of, just telling myself that I'm making a mistake. But I made myself a promise. I promised myself that I would give myself 6 months minimum all-in effort, and now it's been about 3, and it's just been such a great, rewarding experience, and I do not see it stopping anytime soon. So that's that little piece. I'm doing online and in-person training, but yeah, so that's that kind of update. Next update, school, I guess, that kind of matters. I'm on winter break currently. We finished fall semester. I finished fall semester last Friday, so about a week ago. It's Thursday today, December 12th, for anyone who cares. Finished the semester. I don't think, let's see if my grades have been posted. We're gonna find out together, because I haven't actually checked if any of my grades got posted. So, okay, 2 of them are in. I had A's in both those classes. I already knew that, so that was very anticlimactic. But anyway, semester went great. I'm very happy that it's over with. I'm happy the semester is done. Being on winter break feels so good. Being able to just focus on work and my business and not have school to worry about feels really good. A question I get all the time is what my degree is in, and I actually am getting my degree in sociology. And I'm a business minor as well. And to be honest, I do not really plan on using it much. And that sounds really bad, but I don't know. I picked Soch back my junior year. Kind of just, I don't want to say it was impulsive, but it was a little bit impulsive. And by the time I kind of realized how deep my interest in fitness was, it was kind of too late by then. They were you're gonna have to go to school for 3 or 4 more years, just in undergrad, just from right now, when I was already, 3rd year at that time. So sitting there and trying to imagine 3 or 4 more years of undergrad, I was I just can't do that. So I do have 1 more semester of school. I will be graduating in May. That'll be amazing, cannot wait. But yeah, after that, my plans are to be determined. I am just going to continue trying to grow my business and try to grow as a trainer and as a coach, and just try to go with that as far as I can go. I know that I had a comment the other day that, you know, people don't view personal trainers as, you know, a real job, and you know, I am a bartender as well on top of that, and just dealing with like that sort of mental battle that I've been going through has been really challenging. Trying to convince myself that like it doesn't really matter what other people think of me. If this is what I want to do, then that's fine. And just kind of dealing with all that has been interesting, but we're doing well with it all. And yeah, it's been interesting. We'll see what happens after graduation. I'll keep you posted, obviously. One more thing. I started working with a coach. So a couple of weeks ago, I kind of had, or like, honestly, almost 2 months ago at this point, I had a, sorry, I've also been sick for 3 weeks. That goes off of this, but I had a realization a couple weeks ago that I am very stuck in a, not negative, but kind of negative mindset regarding coaching. And it's funny because for the longest time, I was like, you know what, I don't need a coach, but then here I am, I'm like, okay, well, other people need a coach, so that's just silly. That's ridiculous, because obviously I need a coach if other people need a coach. Like, anyone can benefit from having a coach. And I was just very stubborn on the whole thing. So I reached out to a wonderful woman who I respect and have looked up to very, very, very much since I kind of got on my social media journey, I guess. Her name is Sue Bush. She is incredible. She is very, very, very smart, incredibly knowledgeable, and a wonderful resource. Someone I definitely recommend following on Instagram if you're not following her already. Her Instagram is Sue Gaines. I'll put that down here as well. But yeah, I started working with her about 2 weeks ago, so very, very new. And it's been already just such a transformational experience for me, not even physically yet, just mentally. Just like the shift that I've seen myself go through into understanding, like, this is a mentorship relationship that I need and I'm going to benefit from so much. That shift has just been so rewarding, and I feel like I am stepping into like another level of like myself, even after just 2 weeks. So I'm super excited to see where we are in like 3 or 6 months from now, a year from now, and just continue to grow and continue to learn from her. And this is also an experience that I wanted to go through as a coach, to look at how other coaches do things, to understand how they do programming, what sort of things they look at when deciding when to change macros, how they approach their cardio, that kind of stuff. This is stuff that I obviously have experience with as is, but you know, looking at how other coaches do these kinds of things is trying to gather data and gather experience, is something that I think that I really can benefit from and need. And you know, since then it's already been transformational in terms of, you know, everything, honestly. And that sounds kind of stupid, I realize, but just kind of giving up my sense of stubbornness, I guess, and like letting go of that resistance and just kind of leaning into this experience. Yeah, it's really forced me to grow and step out of my comfort zone, and yeah, like basically just step into another level, like I said. So that's kind of that piece. I got a couple questions about like nutrition and all that stuff, but I'll answer that when we do questions. And I think that's it. Yeah. School. I am still bartending. I've gotten that question a couple times. I did get that in the Q&A, so yes, I am. I am only working like 1 or 2 days a week right now, sometimes 3, but yeah, I've been there for a really long time, and it's just kind of like I feel like my time has kind of run its course there. I do still plan on staying, you know, for probably through the school year, but long term, I'm not sure about that. So yeah, that answers that question, and yeah, I think that's kind of it. So now we shall get into some questions, and let me just make sure that I haven't gotten any new ones since I sat down here. Yeah, they're all just the same question. Anyway, so first one, love this question. Most exciting thing about starting a business, and I kind of answered this, but I think the most exciting thing has just been the opportunities for growth that it's allowed me, and the chances to connect and be able to guide and help so many women so far. Just getting to like work with them on that level and understand and be there for them, and just be able to help them has just been so rewarding and so fun. Man, I love it. And yeah, I don't know. It's all pretty exciting. And then learning how I work best. That's also been an interesting journey and very exciting as well, because I think I'm kind of starting to figure out like how I work best and how to kind of schedule myself the best. Yeah, that's been interesting, but also exciting because I feel like I'm making some progress in that realm. But anyway, let's see. Do you have any siblings? How did your family feel about how public your life is on Instagram? I do have siblings. I have 2 sisters and a brother. And my family's always been very accepting of my social media platforms. My mom is actually the one who like told me to make my Instagram page. Was that my coffee delivery? I hope so. Okay, no coffee, but I did bring back a special fluffy visitor that we'll talk about in a second. What question was I answering? Oh yeah, family. My family has always been very supportive of my Instagram. They all follow it. Everyone knows about it. No one has been rude or anything. I don't really like post about them on there, but that's mostly just like because they probably don't really want to be put on blast. Not that anyone would really like bombard them or anything like that, but I'll just kind of, I'll let them have their space, and because they don't share as much as I do. But yeah, they don't care. They love it. They're happy that I'm happy. How long do you plan to live in Ohio? Hopefully not much longer. I would love to be out of Ohio within the next like 2 years or so. Not because I don't love Ohio. I mean, part of me doesn't. I love Columbus. But I've just lived in Ohio for my whole life. She's so cute. How's the new cat doing? That's the question I wanted to answer. She's wonderful. This is Phoenix, for anyone who missed that. We adopted her on my birthday, so 3 weeks ago today. We adopted her from the Columbus Humane Society, and she's just been the most wonderful addition to our family. We love her so much. Let's see. Are you still bartending? Yes, indeed. It's mostly just like the hours that I'm kind of sick of. I just hate working until like 3 in the morning. How do you balance school, training, and work? This has honestly come down to planning, and I will do a video on this. Every time I post my planner, I always get questions about that and like requests to do a video, so that is something that I will do a video on probably soon, probably over winter break, maybe like at the beginning of the semester. I'll do that. But yeah, basically just planning, blocking out my time. I'm huge on that. I love lists, making sure that I have like a daily list, making sure that my Google Calendar like has things timed out. And yeah, just making sure that I'm like staying on top of stuff. Like if I schedule something, like putting it in my calendar right away so that I don't forget about it. And then just doing things ahead of time. Basically just comes down to planning and like time blocking and like getting stuff done early. In terms of school, like I would make, like, this sounds weird, but like I had a lot of online classes, so I would have 1 day a week where I would just like sit and just like knock out like all of my online work for the week. So I would like do like all my quizzes, any discussions that I had for my French class. I had like a ton of like online activities, that kind of stuff. I would just sit and just like do all of it all at once, to make sure that like do it early in the week. Like, it just comes down to like time management, planning, knowing when you work best. Like I know that I work really well first thing in the morning, and not so much late in the evenings, so I tend to do things earlier in the day. And then I also like to front load my weeks, so like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are generally like way busier than like Thursdays and Fridays, just because I like it that way. Now online, like in-person clients, that's different. I try to have as many of them like as close together as possible, but that's not always possible. So there's also just like getting work done like in between, like when you have those little windows. So like if I have 30 minutes or an hour between clients at the gym, I would either go to like the Panera or the Starbucks around the corner and like try and get some work done, or like sit at the desk at the gym and like try and get some work done, and just trying to like make the best of like where you have free time, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, I am gonna do a video on planning at some point. Okay, camera overheated, so if it moved a little, sorry. But we ate some yogurt and we are back, and Kitchen is still here. She's wonderful. But moving on, questions. Someone said go Bills. Go Bills. Oh, how do you make your coffee in the morning? That's an FAQ. I use an espresso. It is the greatest thing I've ever purchased in my life. Okay, maybe not, but also yes. Yeah, so I just brew like an espresso pod, either over ice or just plain, and then I'll either just add a little bit of coffee creamer or some almond milk or both. Or if you're feeling saucy, I'll make my own homemade cold foam. And I do that, I just combine a little bit of coffee creamer with some almond milk, froth it up with a milk frother for like a minute, pour it on top of your coffee, voila, beautiful, layered, delicious coffee. It's best with espresso brewed over ice, and then you do that. I haven't really tried it with hot coffee yet. I'm sure it would still be good, but anyway, that's that. Did you do any sports as a kid? Or why/how did you get into lifting as an adult? I did play sports as a kid. I wasn't very committed, let's just say that. I would play sports for like a year or two, and then I would just kind of like start to hate it. So I would quit. Really, really committed, I know. But I wasn't never very good at anything athletically. My dad always used to say that I was a really good soccer player and whatever, but I never felt like I was very good. But my sister was a soccer player back in high school. She's now a killer rock climber. But how I got into lifting as an adult, honestly, was because I was just bored of doing cardio all the time. So I basically like Googled like how to get a bigger butt, and I found Brett Contreras a little over 3 years? Yeah. 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, that was interesting. But yeah, did his program just about like a year ago, no, 2 years ago. I was finishing up his program that I first did. And I remember, this showed up in my Snapchat a couple days ago. It was like my first ever like butt progress pic. There wasn't really any, obviously, because it had been like a month. And I still wasn't eating enough, and anyway. But yeah, it was just so funny, like looking back like 2 years ago versus now. I'm like, figured some things out since then. How do you get through feeling intimidated in the gym? Yeah, dude, this sucks. I remember when I honestly first started at like my gym now, the first couple times I walk in there, I was like, where am I? I'm not supposed to be here. But honestly, just kind of like remembering that, like, you know what, if people want to judge you, like, that's their problem. You're there for absolutely all the right reasons, as long as, you know, you are there for the right reasons. Which I'm sure you are, obviously. But just like, if anyone's gonna spend their time judging you, like, that's on them. You have every right to be there. You have every right to be there improving yourself. Listen to some good music. Go in with a plan. Hi. And yeah, just remember that, like, it literally doesn't matter, and 99% of people will be paying attention to you. So how do you know if what you are doing in the gym is enough to make gains? This is going to come down to tracking progress. I recommend using a couple of different metrics for this. For me and my coach, we look at a lot of different things. We look at like weight, measurements, how I'm progressing like strength-wise, how I'm recovering, all those kinds of things. That all plays into it. So yeah, I would just look at different factors, and just like make sure that you're being consistent and that you're consistently checking progress over time. Because if you're just like if you don't actually have like a plan for tracking progress, then you're never gonna really know if what you're doing is enough. And that was something that I kind of struggled with for a long time, and that's why I'm working with a coach now. What is my biggest fear? Ooh, that's scary. Probably being sex trafficked. That's a pretty big fear. I should probably say something like not living my life to the fullest. But no, yeah, probably sex trafficking. What are you doing after you graduate? Great question. Who knows? Not a question, but you inspire me so much. You're awesome. Thank you, Rachel. You are so sweet. How did you begin your fitness journey? I will do a whole video on this. I know I've said that in the past and I haven't, but I actually will eventually. I'm not making any promises on a timeline there, but it will happen, I promise. It'll be a long, fun journey where you're gonna need some popcorn and tea and some story snacks. What's your best advice for someone who wants to start their fitness journey? Start today. Don't wait until the new year. Just fucking do it. Sorry, am I allowed to swear in here? Probably not. Yeah, just do it. I know that sounds easy, but just also something that I've been talking to a lot of clients with is understanding, like, setting realistic goals for yourself. Like, if it's not realistic for you and where you are in life to get to the gym 5 days a week, don't set that as your goal. Set your goal as something that's going to be attainable. Like, if it's way easier for you to get to the gym once or twice a week, start with that and build up over time depending on where your schedule is, how your lifestyle works. And then just making small incremental changes. You're never gonna like do a whole like 180 flip and go the other direction in a day. I don't expect that. Take small dietary changes. Slowly work on adding more protein. Slowly work on adding another serving or two of vegetables every day. Just do things slowly, and yeah, set realistic expectations, because if you set your expectations too high, then you're basically just setting yourself up to be disappointed and to not want to continue. So yeah, anyway. What's your daily calorie intake? I don't actually even know calories, but I eat like, right now I'm eating 275 carb, 145 protein, 55 fat. We are trying to build right now, which is actually another question on here, what one of my goals is. And yeah, we're trying to build up my food right now, build up my metabolism, get everything into a healthy, consistent spot. And it's actually, we're in a really good spot because my weight and everything has been very, very consistent. Even like last night, I had to eat, like I had like a shit ton of food left at the end of the day. I had like 1,300 calories and I had like an hour to eat before I wanted to go to bed because I had to get up at like 4 a.m. And I ate all of it. Did not feel the greatest when I went to bed, I'm not gonna lie, but I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. I fell asleep at like 10, stopped eating at like 9:30. Not ideal, would not recommend. You don't have to stop eating like before bed, but it just doesn't feel good to go to bed with a full stomach, for me anyway. But yeah, I woke up at 4 a.m. and weighed in less than I have since I started tracking my weight. So I thought that was interesting. Metabolism's in a good spot. We're just gonna try to increase food. But yeah, I'm guessing that's like probably 2,100, 2,200 calories. I'm not entirely sure. I could do the math, but I'm not gonna waste my time doing that right now. Have you reached all of your 2019 goals? I actually have reached a lot of them. One of my big goals was to start my own business, and I didn't even know what that meant when I made that my goal. But actually like going through and like achieving that has been really, really cool. I haven't really hit as many weightlifting goals as I had hoped for, but that's okay. I have hit some really big numbers and some numbers that I'm super, super proud of this year. I had 405 as a hip thrust goal, which I guess I could still test if I could do it just for one. I think I could. I think I could do it for like one, maybe two, maybe. That's a lofty goal. I think I'm gonna try it before the end of the year. Comment down below if you think I can do it. Do you know Natalie Bally and Evie Fit? I don't really personally know her. She does go to OSU, but we know each other kind of like through the personal training program that we both did last fall, and just kind of through the gyms. But yeah, we don't know each other like well or anything. Like I've never like had a conversation with her or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, we like know who each other are, if that answers that question. She is from Cleveland though. We are both actually from Cleveland as well. Oh, this last one literally came in 4 minutes ago. How are you feeling mentally? I'm actually really feeling good. I'm actually feeling like the most positive and the most like excited about the future, and the most optimistic and the least negative that I felt in a really long time. Going into 2020, I'm feeling really, really, really good and really proud of myself for all the growth that I've done over the last year. It's been a really good year. This year hasn't been all that rough, to be honest, which has been really nice, because 2017 was really hard and 2018 was kind of like another year of growing pains. But this year I kind of feel like I kind of got into a groove, especially the last couple of months. Since moving off campus, I feel like I've really been able to grow a lot more, just spending time alone and getting to know myself and just being really aware of myself and my habits and how I function best on my own. And like, yes, I live with my boyfriend, but like I said, I spend literally 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at least every day alone. I mean, I go to the gym and stuff obviously during the day, but for the most part, I spend a lot of time alone. I guess not a lot of time. It makes it sound bad, but I spend like a good chunk of time during the day alone. And that's been really, really, really nice. And I've learned a ton about myself, and I feel really, really just happy. I don't know, I just feel good. And this little Munchkin has been such a good addition. She's just so, I don't know, I love her so much. She's so precious. She's very loud, especially at like 5 in the morning, but I don't know, she's just such a sweetheart. Just like the new addition, I think, and like having to make her feel comfortable and safe here. She loves it. I think we have given her a wonderful life. She lived on the street for like 5 months, and now she lives with us, and she's really happy. And I'm really happy, especially because of this little muffin. Yes. You want to go? Okay. No, you want to sit? That's okay. You can do whatever you want. Bye. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. Long story short, thank you for asking. That's super sweet. I really do appreciate that. That you guys care and that you guys have supported me. And yeah, so that's kind of my little like update. We're doing some growing. We're doing some learning. That's great English. But yeah, we're growing, we're learning, we're going outside of our comfort zone. We are growing physically, hopefully soon, and getting stronger. And yeah, it's just been, 2019 has been a fun year for me, and I'm really excited for what next year has to bring. I really want to make a bold claim, but I feel like that's stupid. I don't know, I really want to challenge myself to put out one YouTube video a week in 2020, because I do really love like being able to talk, because I love to talk. I could literally talk about everything all day. Like I always have to tell new clients, I'm like, I talk a lot. If ever I say something that's like confusing or you don't know what I mean, or I'm talking too fast, like just tell me to shut up. Because I probably need a reminder. But yeah, I love to talk, and just like I always feel so limited by like Instagram stories, because when they get really long, then it's just like a long like beep, 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 beep. That's annoying. When you watch a YouTube video, you kind of know what you're getting into. Especially, you know, it tells you the time and everything. It's like, oh, I can commit to that, or maybe I can't. So yeah, I'm gonna think about that. I'm not making that claim for sure yet, but that is something that I think I am going to work towards. And if I do commit to it, then I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm not committing yet. So don't hold me to that at the time, but I'll keep you posted. I do plan on filming more videos now that it's winter break, even though technically it's finals still today. Today's technically the last day of finals at OSU. I've been done for like a week, so it doesn't even apply to me. So yeah, we still have a while on winter break. Technically it hasn't even started is what I'm trying to say. And we're gonna end this right here. I really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch this today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And until next time, I guess. Yeah, until next time. If you did like the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And yeah, if you hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I love you all so much. And I will see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon.